Hello there, and welcome to Your Journey Yoga. I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. Reflecting on really the premise of yoga, guys. It's harnessing the energy within us and around us. It is finding a space within our minds, our spirits, our heart, and our breath to draw us together, to re-energize and recharge. I know that we're in a very trying time. I've been getting some wonderful feedback from you guys, which I love, and thank you for taking the time to take care of yourselves and for choosing to spend that time with me. It's amazing to be able to still be a part of your life, even from a distance. I miss the energy, I miss the chemistry, I miss being with you guys in a daily basis, but thank you for inviting me into your homes, and I'm still continuing to practice, and I look forward to being able to do it together again, hopefully really soon. If you need to, stop, guys. If you need to drink water, always just grab one. If you need to put me on pause and go do something, by all means, just come back. But just a smile on your face, a lightness in your heart, let go of anything heavy, just for a little bit, okay? And just focus on all that's right and the amazing movements your body will allow and the amazing deep breath you can get and the wonderful things that happens when you do those things, when you breathe deep and you move and you let go of those heavy things. It is a game changer, a perspective changer, a life changer. So let's get going, guys. Remember, it's about taking care of your body, so if something we're doing doesn't feel great to you, you got options. You can just hang out and pause for a moment, grab a drink of water. If there's another stretch you love, feel free to do that, okay? So a seated position, if it feels right to you, cross-legged. Otherwise, you can make whatever adjustments and adaptations that you like. You can have those legs out long, you can open up your legs, you can be up on your knees, just find someplace that feels good to you. Let's sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up and back, and just gently let those shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Let your hands find a place to rest that's comfortable for you. Feel the length in your spine, the softness in your belly, and let's focus on our breath. Slow, big, deep breaths in and out through the nose. As you exhale, feel those shoulders just gently fall down and away, the tension just leaving your body. Now, if it feels right to you, turn your palms to face the sky, drape the wrists over the knees, bring your index finger to touch your palm. This time, as you inhale, open the palms, spread your fingers wide, draw the fingernails back towards your toes, feel that stretch across the palm. Inhale, slowly release that intensity, bringing the ring finger to your palm. Inhale it open, spread those fingers nice and wide. Exhale, middle finger to your palm. Inhale, open, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, pinky to your thumb. And just notice the different sensations with the different fingers. Inhale, open, spread your fingers wide. Feel that stretch across your palm. Now, as you exhale, whatever finger feels natural to you, bring it to your thumb. A couple nice, big, deep cleansing breaths. Now with those eyes closed, slowly walk your hands forward, releasing the weight of the upper body down. Arms can extend out as long as you like, or we can keep those elbows bent. We just want gravity to take a hold of the upper body, allowing the head to be heavy, and just feel that nice stretch in that back, in the hips. Now let's open up those arms nice and wide out to a T. We're going to lift the palms, spread your fingers, and come up to the pads of the fingers. Take a big breath in and lift the spine towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin, hollow your tummy and chest. Space between those shoulder blades. Slowly release it down. Walk your fingertips back out. Take a big breath in, hollow the tummy and chest. Tuck your chin. Exhale and release. Once again, walk your fingertips out.
Inhale and hollow, lift the spine, tuck your chin. Exhale and release. Extend one arm out in front and then the other. Lengthen and reach, core strong, hinge it all the way up. Releasing your hands down by your sides. Stay up nice and tall, close your eyes, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, release that right ear towards your right shoulder. Now lift that right shoulder towards your ear, roll it towards the back, and then press your right palm towards the floor. Now press your left palm towards the floor. Just a nice long stretch all the way down. As you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. With the chin towards the chest, roll those shoulders up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, lift the head back to neutral. And as you exhale, release that left ear towards the left shoulder. Close the eyes. Lifting that left shoulder towards your ear. Roll it towards the back of the room. And then press left palm towards the floor. Now press your right palm towards the floor. Relax your jaw. Feel that length all the way through the neck, the shoulder. As you exhale, release the chin back towards the chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Bring the hands forward, interlace your fingers, turn your palms towards me. Press the palms away from you as you press your spine towards the back of the room. Hollow your tummy and chest. Inhale, low, lift those arms, sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Now we want to keep both sit bones connected to the floor and just feel that long stretch all the way down the right side. Inhale it back up. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Keeping both sit bones connected to the floor. Inhale it back up. And as you exhale, gently draw the chin towards the chest. Close the elbows around the ears. As you pull that chin down, long stretch all the way down your spine. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows wide. And as you exhale, gently release the weight of the head back into the hands. With those elbows out nice and wide, a good little stretch for the chest, for the belly. Strong through the core. Inhale it back up. Release your hands. Let's come forward up to the top of the mat, to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width. Core is nice and strong. Take a big breath into cow pose, tummy towards the floor. Gaze and sit bones, sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, press the floor away with your hands and your knees. Inhale it back to cow. And exhale it to cat. Just move in between these two poses at your pace. Just move with your breath. Just loosen up, waken up the body. Getting rid of kinks, coming back to neutral. We take that right hand, sweeping it through between the left arm and the left leg, shoulder to the floor, side of the head to the floor. Rotate your body and extend left arm to the sky. Reach up as high as you can reach. Feels good to you, spread your fingers wide. Activating more muscles. Lengthening and extending. Find your breath. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down. Press it back to tabletop. Center your weight. And let's take that left hand, sweep it through between the arm and the leg, shoulder to the floor, side of the head to the floor. Rotate your body and extend right arm to the sky. Reach it up as high as you can reach. Extend out of the shoulder up to the tips of your fingers. And if it feels right to you, spread your fingers. Activating, intensifying, lengthening and reaching. Nice big deep breaths. On your next exhale, slowly release that right hand down. Press it back up to tabletop. Center your weight. Core is strong. We inhale and extend left arm and the right leg, lengthening and reaching through the core. through the fingertips, out through those toes. Lift out of the shoulder. Add a flex of that right foot, press to your heel. Circling that left arm around behind you, bending that right knee. Can you find your foot? Take a hold of it if you can find it. Can't quite find it, just keep reaching. Now if you like, press your foot into your hand as your hand guides your foot towards the sky, lifting your gaze. Breathe. Still lifting out of that right shoulder, strong through that belly. Slowly releasing the intensity, extending left arm and right leg. Flex your foot. And release it down. Center your weight. Core strong, other side. Inhale it up, right arm and left leg, so we're working in opposition. We're lengthening and reaching through the fingertips, through the toes. Core staying strong, we lift out of that left shoulder. Breathe. Add a flex of that left foot. Reach around with that right hand, bending the left knee. Can you take a hold of your foot? Can't quite find it? Keep reaching. Feels right to you. Press your foot into your hand. Guide your foot towards the sky as you lift your gaze forward. Breathe. Slowly releasing that intensity. Extending right arm and left leg once again. Flex your foot. And release it down. Let's sit it back to child's pose. Arms extended out nice and long, those sit bones back towards your heels. Just a wonderful place to check in. Beautiful stretch. Those quadriceps, the shoulders, the lower back. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. We're going to inhale up to a modified high plank. Knees remain on the mat. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Core is strong. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, glue your hands to the floor. Sit it back to child's pose. Again, inhaling forward up to our modified high plank. Exhale it back to child's pose. Staying with this, inhaling it up, or if you like, add a modified push-up. And back to child's pose, moving at the pace of your breath. Keeping the core strong. Intensity and purpose without tension. Setting intentions in the mind to be kind to ourselves and the world around us, leading back in child's pose. Arms extended out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. We lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to our first downward facing dog. Always feels good to me. I hope it does to you. Let your head be heavy, reach your sit bones high. Those knees can be bent, but we want to get the bend out of the wrists. Feel that length from fingertips up to the sit bones. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And inhale it to high plank. Exhale to down dog. Similar to what we just did, only a little bit bigger version. We inhale it to plank. Exhaling to down dog, moving at the pace of your breath. If you like this time, adding a push-up, modified or regular. So being on the knees or the toes. 2 more. Just warming up through the hips, the shoulders. Building a little heat. Flowing with that breath. Meeting back and down dog. And just gently alternate bending knees, walking out. Nothing super fast, guys. Find those big breaths, close your eyes. With those exhales, feel that release of negativity. Each inhale drawing in positive energy. As you exhale, release those heels. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop. to forward fold, and just relax the weight of the upper body now. Arms are heavy, face is soft. Bring your hands to the elbows and hold on and gently sway side to side. We come back to center, relaxing the arms. Ever so slowly roll it up. Stacking each vertebra one at a time. Till we reach the top, big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Let's do that once more. Big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. We step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Feet are hip width apart. Roll those shoulders back. Turn your palms to the front. Tummies are tight, glutes are tight. We're in mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhaling up to monkey half lift, flat back. Exhale down, walk super hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. We hold our up dog, we're on the tops of our feet. How much of your legs can you get off the mat? Rolling those shoulders back. Now if you're down on your legs, that is perfectly fine. If you're in cobra, awesome. Find that place that works. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the floor, stand tall to warrior one. Square your hips to the front. Soften the shoulders. Arms can either be overhead or those hands can be at heart center. Inhale, straighten your front leg just a little bit. Square those hips, keep them square. And as you exhale, sink into your warrior one. Breathe. Open the arms out to a T, core strong. Gently take your gaze forward, out in front of those right toes. Begin to shift your weight forward and come onto the ball of the back foot. And as you're ready, press up onto that right leg. Add a flex of your left foot. Now you can choose to stay right here. We're going to slowly roll it open. Arms stay open out to that T, rolling that left hip back. Use that focal point. Now slowly, slowly, roll it back to warrior three. Bending your supporting leg, giant step back to warrior one. Find your warrior one. Take a moment. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down. Holding your down dog, great opportunity to grab a drink of water or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, one push up. Now take that left hand out wide, one push up. Pull it in, one push up. Take that right hand out wide, one push up. Pull it in, one more. Lift your hips to down dog. Right knee bends, left heel presses towards the floor. Switch sides, left knee bends, right heel down. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs, reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the floor, stand tall to warrior one. Squaring hips, chest, and shoulders to the front. Shoulders soft and away from the ears. Again, those arms can be extended overhead, or you can pull those hands down to heart center. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Square those hips, keep them square. And as you exhale, sink. Opening the arms out to a T, finding a focal point out in front of you. We begin to shift our weight forward, coming up onto the ball of the back foot. And as you're ready, press up onto that left leg. Add a flex of your right foot. Now let's slowly, slowly begin to turn. Opening the arms, staying out to a T. Rolling open Chest open out to the side. Drawing that right hip back. Find your breath. Slowly we roll it back to our warrior 3. Squaring those hips. Bending your supporting leg. Giant step back to warrior 1. Take a second. Find your warrior 1. Press that back heel, back outside edge of that foot. Press it into the mat. Circle the arms back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. Again, holding your down dog, grabbing a drink of water, come into child's pose, or inhale it to high plank. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right leg lifts, flex your foot. 1 push-up. Now bend that right knee, activating the hamstrings and the glutes. 1 more push-up. Extend your leg, release it down. Shift your weight to the right. Left leg lifts, flex your foot. 1 push-up. Now keep that foot flexed, bend the knee. 1 more. Extend the leg. Release it down, lift your hips to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs, reach your sit bones high. Now from here, hollow the tummy, hollow the chest, starting to roll yourself out into a high plank. Shoulders right over the fingertips. Now tuck your chin, hollow the chest, begin to lift your spine, begin to hollow out the tummy, begin to lift your sit bones towards the sky, staying up on the balls of the feet. And then as you exhale, let your heels sink. Let's do that once again. Inhale up to the balls of the feet, beginning to hollow the tummy, beginning to roll forward as you hollow the chest, slowly beginning to level out into plank. If you like, 1 push-up. Now tuck your chin, hollow the chest, begin to hollow the tummy, begin to lift those sit bones to the sky. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse 1 leg up. Pulling the hands to heart center. We bring the big toes to touch. Little space between the heels. Inhale, reach to the sky. Circle the arms around behind you. Big circle. As the hands pass by your hips, sit to chair. Turn your palms to the sky. Arms come to shoulder height. As we rotate those palms to the sky, can you feel what that does through that upper and middle back, through your deltoids, through the shoulders? Breathe. Can you lift your toes, all 10 of them? Now you might be a little bit higher in your chair. You might be lower in your chair. We want to have that chest lifted. If you're leaning forward, we're losing the integrity of the pose. Lift the chest. Pull the hands to heart center, find a focal point out in front of you, shift your weight forward, lift your heels. High as you can get them. Breathe. Now let's begin to sink. Now if you are taking special care of your knees, you're not going to sink. You can come as low as you like. We're still balancing on the balls of the feet. Hands are still at heart center. If you like, extend the arms. That's going to challenge yourself even more. Now slowly rise. You can pull those hands back to heart center or keep them up. Extend to the sky. Reach with those fingertips all the way up to the balls of the feet. Now stay high on the balls of the feet and slowly lower the arms down. Palms facing towards the front. Now spread your fingers and reach towards the floor. Feel how that pulls the shoulders down and away from the ears. Now relax the arms. Now slowly release heels to the mat. Rock back to the heels, open the feet to parallel, hip width apart. Roll those shoulders, palms to the front, mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Optional push up if you like. To down dog. We're going to keep our hips side by side. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot, right toes reach straight back. Now by keeping those hips side by side, you may not be able to lift that leg quite so high. It's not about how high we can get it, it's about how long we can make it. Point those right toes, left heel presses towards the floor. Now flex that right foot and lift your leg as high as you can without opening those hips. As you exhale, sweep your right foot through. Back knee down if you like, otherwise knee is off. We lift the arms to a crescent lunge. Find your breath. We're in a nice deep lunge. If that back knee is down, so is the top of that back foot. Your weight is heavy through those hips. I want you to feel that stretch to the front of the left leg, regardless of where the knee is. Shoulders are soft. Find your breath. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, rotate towards that right leg. Open the arms out to a T. Spread your fingers and lengthen. Find your breath. Holding that rotation, strong through those obliques. Can you feel the strength in your upper middle back? And slowly release that left hand down. Right arm extends to the sky. Reaching up as high as you can reach. Breathe. Now let's circle that right arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back, and just circle your waist as far as you can reach. How's your breath? How's the neck? Take care of that neck. Extending right arm to the sky, and slowly rise back to your revolve crescent. Spread your fingers and reach. Inhale, turn back to face front. Exhale, flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Lift that right leg. And gently release it down. We inhale to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our right foot, keeping those hips side by side. Extend left leg straight back. Now keeping those hips level can be challenging. We have this want, this need to lift that leg as high as we can. It feels super good, I get it. Add a flex of that left foot. Press through your heel. Embrace that resistance. Now keep those hips square and lift that left leg as high as you can without opening those hips. Really challenging. As you exhale, sweep that left foot through. Back knee down if you like, otherwise knee is off. We circle those arms overhead to our crescent lunge. Again, if that back knee is down, so is the top of that back foot. I want you to feel that stretch to the front of that right leg, to those hip flexors. Find your breath. If that back knee is off, push through that back heel. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, rotate towards that left leg. Open your arms out to a T. Turn your palms in the same direction you're facing. Now spread your fingers. Strong, solid, rooted into the earth. Slowly releasing that right hand to the mat along the inside of that left foot. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach up as high as you can reach. Wherever your gaze needs to be for your neck to be happy. Now let's circle that left arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. Just circle the back of your waist as far as you can reach. Drawing that left shoulder open. Increasing that flexibility of your spine. Challenging your balance. Once again, extend left arm to the sky. Spread your fingers wide. Core strong. We press off with that right hand. And rise. Back to revolve crescent. Breathe. Inhale, turn back to face front. Arms come overhead. Exhale, flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. And exhale, release it down to down dog. We inhale to high plank. Toes or knees, one push up. Again. Smile if you can. Once more if it's in there. Lift your hips to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through to the foot to the inside. We come to pigeon pose. Now if you're taking special care of your knee today, you're going to come over onto that right hip and draw that left leg in so it's taking the pressure off of that front knee. Now if pigeon pose just isn't in the works today, if there's another stretch you love, take a moment to do that. Find your breath. Check in with your body. So starting at the crown of the head, move through your body, relaxing your eyes, softening your jaw. Are you holding tension in your lower back? If so, bring those hands forward, take some of that pressure and that tension off. Back feels great, moving into those hips. And we release that tension through the hips. We're gonna take a big breath in and we're gonna squeeze every muscle in that lower body. Feel yourself lift up just a little bit. And then gently release it down. Let go of that tension. Find your breath. Now let's slowly walk those hands forward. Either fully extending those arms, or we stack our hands and rest the forehead. Sleeping pigeon. Now if you like, releasing the forehead to the mat, circle your arms around behind your back, interlace your fingers, and just let yourself settle in here. What does that do to this stretch? Is it right today? Does it feel good? Feel like this is where you should be? If not, come back to sleeping pigeon, whatever variation you like. Now we're going to bring the palms to touch, if you can get the palms to touch. Otherwise, just stay where you are. And if you like, give those shoulders a good roll up and back, lifting your hands towards the sky. Now those palms might pull apart. That's fine. If the fingers pull apart and you happen to have a towel or a strap, take a hold of that. Or just come back to your sleeping pigeon. Slowly bring the hands to the small of the back. Gently release the hands right by the knee and slowly press yourself back up. So pigeon. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Point flex your foot, roll your ankle, give your leg a little shake. Lengthen and reach through those toes and then slowly release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog or inhale it to high plank. Core strong, hold. Let's take it halfway down and hold. So halfway between our full plank and our full crocodile. Your full crocodile, hold. Now your full crocodile might not be mine, that's okay. We just don't want those shoulders any lower than the elbows. Half lift, hold. So as we work against gravity in both directions, you betcha this is hard. And all the way back up, hold. Lift your hips to down dog. We bend the right knee, left heel presses towards the floor. Switch sides, left knee bends, right heel down. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs, reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside. Pigeon pose on the left side. So again, do you need to take care of that left knee? You might not even know it until you get here. And we come over onto that left hip and draw that back leg in. So take the pressure off of the knee. This is a great stretch, sitting up nice and tall. So you feel that stretch through the hip, through that left hip, Feels good to you to be in pigeon. Stay up nice and tall. We're not listing over onto the hip unless you are caring for your knees. Breathe. How about the lower back? Do we need to bring the hands forward? So we're just moving from the crown of the head through the body, letting go of tension and tightness, wherever it may be hiding. Slow, deep breaths, and let's slowly walk those hands forward. Either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands. Just relax the weight of the upper body down. Now let's take a big breath in and squeeze every muscle in that lower body. And then exhale, let it go. Now we can stay right here. We're releasing the hands, bringing the hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Now we can just let the arms rest on the small of the back. If you like, bring your palms to touch. Now they may or may not, and either way is just fine. How is your body responding right here? Do we need to go back to sleeping pigeon? Are we good to move on? Should we stay right here? If you like, roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your fingertips or your knuckles towards the sky. Breathe. So it's all about the response of the body, the response of your breath. We let go of egos, we let go of any sense of judgment. We celebrate wherever we are within the pose. Slowly bring the hands back down. Relax the shoulders. Release your hands right by the knee and gently press yourself back up to pigeon. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Point and flex your foot, roll your ankle. And gently release it down. Inhaling to high plank. Releasing that left knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. We rotate our bodies and extend right arm to the sky. So we can absolutely do this with that knee down, or if you like, the legs are long. Feet can be either staggered or stacked. We're gonna come to wild thing today. Love this stretch. We lift that top leg, bend the knee, and place that right foot behind you about knee height. Now reach to the sky, and as you exhale, slowly release that right arm out to the side as you lift the tummy and chest to the sky. Find your breath. Beautiful stretch through the shoulders, through the belly, through the chest. Strength in the legs, the belly, the glutes. Slowly rolling it back to side plank. Releasing that right leg. And slowly release that right hand back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Great opportunity to just chill out for a second. Grab a drink or a strength challenge. Inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, 3 quick push-ups. Beautiful, lift your hips to down dog. Nice deep breaths. And we inhale it to high plank. Releasing that right knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. We rotate and extend left arm to the sky. Now again, you can absolutely do wild thing with that right knee down. Find that extension out of the shoulder, up through the tips of the fingers. If you prefer those legs long, feet can be either staggered or stacked. Now I'm going to show this one with the knee down. We lift that top leg, flex your foot, bend the knee and place that foot behind you about knee height. Now slowly roll it open. Now if that leg is long, we're opening the tummy and chest. Lifting through those hips, lifting the belly. Let that left arm just be heavy. Slowly roll it back to side plank. Releasing that left leg. Releasing that left hand. Coming back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Slow as you can. Crocodile now. Elbows right by the ribs. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Strong through the belly. Strong through those arms. Press it through, up dog. Knees to the mat. Sit it back into child's pose. Nice big deep breaths. And let's slowly walk the hands up. Come over onto your hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down to the top of your mat. Legs extended out nice and low. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward, tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your head. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And gently release the arms. Let's cross that right leg up and over the left. If crossing the leg doesn't feel that great to you, just bring your foot to the inside of that left thigh. So inside or outside, we sit up nice and tall. Add a flex of that left foot. Let's wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee and pull the knee in nice and tight. Right arm extends out, straight ahead. Now lift it high. Reach and lengthen through the fingertips. I want you to feel the extension out of the crown of the head so you're sitting up as tall as you can sit. Now circle that right arm around behind you. Hand to the floor. Press against the floor to get that extra length and reach through the crown of the head. Pull that knee in nice and tight. Turn your gaze out over that right shoulder. Breathe. So we're not really leaning back on that right hand at all. It's just there to help give us length and extension. Circling that right arm back, lift it up high, release that rotation, and then just gently let that right knee open out to the side. So you kind of made a number 4, if you will, sitting up tall. Breathe. And let's slowly begin to hinge forward. Now we can keep the hands resting on that right leg, or you can reach out and relax the weight of the upper body down. Now by crossing that right leg over the left, that's going to press the back of that left leg, particularly behind the knee, to your mat. Is that right for you? Adjust if it's not. Reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Gently release your hands down by your sides. Extend right leg out. Left foot comes in, either to the inner thigh or crossing to the outer thigh. Breathe. Sit up nice and tall. We wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee. Pull it in nice and tight. Feel that extension out through the crown of the head. Add a flex of that right foot. Keep it. Extend left arm straight out. Lift it high. Reach up. I want you to really feel that extension as you reach through your fingertips. And then circle that left arm around behind you. Hand to the floor. Again, we're not leaning back on that left hand, but we're using it to help us get even taller. Pulling that left knee in with that right elbow. Now turn your gaze out over that left shoulder. Find your breath. Is that right foot still flexed? Breathe. Inhale, extend left arm back. Circle it all the way up. Releasing that rotation, releasing that right elbow, and we're going to let that left knee open out to the side, sitting up nice and tall. So the hands are just resting, one on the top of the foot, one on the top of that left knee. Keep the length through the crown of the head, core strong, begin to hinge it forward. Now you might notice that that right foot wants to relax a little bit, that's fine. If you like, you can extend those arms out, releasing the weight of that upper body down. Now how do your legs respond? How does your back respond? Be nice, be kind to yourself. This is about exploring, challenging, finding those places that need the extra love, but never asking things that we're not ready to do. Caring for, honoring and respecting, not tormenting. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Release your hands. Extend that left leg. Flex your feet. Reach to the sky. Giant beach ball on your thighs. Round over and hollow the tummy and chest. Reach your fingertips towards your shins or towards your toes. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Can you lift that spine any higher? Bigger beach ball. Now we're going to squish that beach ball. Reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet. Close your eyes and just slowly roll yourself back. Breathe. And relax. Pull your right foot in by your bottom and then the left. Feet are hip width apart, hands down by your sides, palms to the floor. We're going to tuck the pelvis so we press the small of the back into the mat. Now press through your heels as you begin to lift your hips towards the sky, peeling your spine off the floor, one vertebra at a time. Pressing up to bridge pose. Top of bridge pose, we're resting on the back of the shoulders and the back of the head. Our hips are as high as we can get them, our glutes are squeezed. Our gaze is up towards our belly button or towards our chest. Knees right in line with those hips. Find your breath if you like. Bring your hands around behind your back, interlace your fingers, and work to extend those arms out nice and long. Now, if you can get full extension of those arms, you're ready to move on if you would like to. Otherwise, stay here. Work on that. If you're ready to move on and you'd like to, roll one shoulder underneath you at a time. As we stack those shoulders underneath us, that opens up the chest. It helps us to get those hips even higher. But again, be kind. Don't overdo. Can you squeeze those buns and lift those hips even higher? Breathe. Gently releasing the hands, unroll one shoulder and then the other. Slowly releasing back down. Drawing one knee in towards your chest and then the other. Hands to your shins just below your knees. Now releasing the hands down by your sides once again. Extending the legs to the sky. Point your toes. So we're working to make a 90-degree bend through the legs and the upper body. Now add a flex of your feet. Press through your heels. Draw those toes towards your shins. Reaching up with your fingertips towards your toes. Now we can stay right here. This is activating all kinds of muscles. If you like, lift the upper body. Can you touch your toes? Can you reach past your toes? Now stay up and slowly lower those arms down by your sides. Now slowly release the upper body back down. Now if you are taking care of high blood pressure, lower back, shoulders or neck, you can choose to stay right here or just take a break. Feeling good, everything's a go. We're going to take those feet up and back to flat pose. Now the legs do not have to be straight. They can be bent. They do not have to be together. They can open. You can have your hands at the small of your back for support. Find what works for you. We want to make sure that we are still able to breathe, slow and steady. We are not looking side to side. Our gaze remains straight ahead. Got to take care of that neck. Now, if you love plow pose, you can stay here. If you're like, oh my God, who invented this pose? You can come out at any point. With the chin towards the chest, stimulating the thyroid, great stretch for the neck, for the spine, for the hamstrings. When you are ready, releasing the hands, slowly rolling out. Take your time. And we meet back to where those feet are flexed and a 90-degree bend between the legs and the upper body. Draw the knees in towards the chest, hands to the shins just below your knees, gently rock side to side. We come back to center, keeping that right knee tucked in. Extend your left leg out and down. Right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor as you twist. Turn your gaze out over that right arm and just close your eyes. Slow, steady breath. Releasing that left hand, rolling back to center. Extend that right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip. Reach out through the toes and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body, keeping both shoulders on the floor best you can, and take your gaze out over that left arm. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Releasing that right hand, slowly rolling back to center. Extending left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through your hip. Reach out through the toes and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Arms come down by your sides, turning the palms open to the sky. If you prefer, you can rest one hand on your belly, one hand just below your sternum. Close your eyes, relax your jaw. Let go of all the wiggles. And allow yourself to breathe free. Calm. Full. Inhales and exhales. We begin at the crown of the head. Relaxing through the scalp, letting go of any tension in the forehead, softening the eyes. Relax your jaw. Let a wave of calm wash through the shoulders, down the arms, the tips of your fingers. Let the belly be soft. Relax through the hips and the glutes. Legs heavy and a wave of calm washing through, all the way out through the tips of your toes. You're safe. You're calm. Positive energy flowing. Relax and just breathe. You gently draw one knee in towards the chest, and then the other. Pulling the knees in towards the chest. Now either rolling to your side and gently coming up, or rocking yourself up, return to face front. A seated position that is comfortable for you. Sit up nice and tall. Find a place for your hands to rest. Close your eyes and breathe. As we bring our practice to a close, take a moment to offer you some words that you are welcome to take with you today, or let float on by. Sometimes alone time is an opportunity to reflect on how much we truly love others. Just gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale. Pull the hands to heart center. Oh, my friends, I say alone time, an opportunity to reflect on how much you love others. Absolutely. I hope you guys know how much you mean to me, how much love I do share with you all. The energy that I put out into the universe is for you guys. Be well, my friends. Take care of yourselves. Until the next time, namaste.